Galleons can be used to purchase many useful items in Hogwarts Legacy, but unfortunately, the game doesn't make it easy for players to fill their coin purses. Although players sometimes receive galleons for completing certain quests, this won't be enough for players to buy everything they need to complete their other quests and assignments. Nevertheless, having a steady supply of galleons goes a surprisingly long way in Hogwarts Legacy, and luckily, there are many ways for players to get what they need and more. Many quest items, including upgrades for Hogwarts Legacy's broomsticks and seeds for potion ingredients such as dittany, will cost players a tidy sum. As such, players will need to spend time in the open world between main story missions, completing side quests and challenges, and generally looking for opportunities to make some galleons. There are many ways for players to make a quick buck and buy what they need to continue their quests, or even to start farming galleons if they feel they're particularly short of money. 5. Sell old gear. Selling gear to vendors in Hogwarts Legacy allows players to earn some galleons quickly. Players constantly receive new gear items from completing main and side quests and exploring the open world. This encourages players to continually equip new gear items with better stats, causing their inventories to quickly fill up with obsolete gear items. Although players can upgrade gear in Hogwarts Legacy, upgrades cost valuable resources and won't necessarily bring outdated items up to par. As such, players can sell anything they're not using to vendors to earn galleons and free up valuable inventory space. In addition, it's worth noting that once players have collected an item, they can apply its appearance to any other gear items they have collected using Hogwarts Legacy's robust transmog feature. This means that particularly fashion-conscious players who like the look of certain gear items don't have to worry. Once an item is collected, its appearance can be applied to any new gear, even if it's sold off. Gear can be sold off to any vendor. However, players on PlayStation should definitely try to complete the Minding Your Own Business side quest, which is currently exclusive to PlayStation consoles. This quest takes place in Hogsmeade after Charles Rookwood's trial and allows players to open their own Hogsmeade shop to get slightly better rates for selling gear. 4. Track down and clear enemy camps. Unfortunately, it's not easy to find galleons while out exploring, but tracking and clearing enemy camps often allow players to pick up some coin pouches. Players must master Hogwarts Legacy's combat and use their ancient magic to emerge victorious when clearing out enemy camps. Of course, players won't earn lump sums of galleons just for sending poachers and goblins running for the hills, but after a fight, there are usually a few coin pouches players can pick up. In addition, any gear items players collect from chests can also be sold off. Players won't necessarily have to spend lots of time searching, either. Revelio is a beginner's spell in Hogwarts Legacy, but it also highlights any items players can interact with, making it incredibly useful for searching and looting camps. Following a solid Hogwarts Legacy talent build can also give players an edge over their foes, making clearing camps a breeze. 3. Ask quest givers for money. Hogwarts Legacy has many side quests players can complete, and many give players the option to ask quest givers for payment. Some players in Slytherin House might not think twice about claiming a fee, but Gryffindor and Hufflepuff students might object to demanding money from those needing help. However, although playing the noble hero is great for immersion and role-playing purposes, being nice in Hogwarts Legacy doesn't get players any extra rewards apart from a warm, fuzzy feeling. Players who've risked danger or gone swimming for a lost astrolabe in Hogwarts Legacy shouldn't worry too much about asking for galleons. Quest givers will often pay up, if reluctantly, for assistance, and players don't need to worry about alienating NPCs and missing quests. Asking for payment is usually an option players can take, even if balancing role-playing elements with a mercenary attitude to side quests can be a bit tricky. 2. Open eyeball chests. In the first few hours of the game, players will likely spot strange chests with eyeballs scattered throughout Hogwarts and Hogsmeade. These chests watch players carefully to ensure no one can get at their contents, and it's easy to dismiss them as yet another oddity to be solved later through certain spells. However, each eyeball chest contains 500 galleons, which is a significant sum of money. To crack open Hogwarts Legacy's eyeball chests, players need to have learned the disillusionment charm. This allows them to turn invisible and sneak up to eyeball chests to open them. There are 15 eyeball chests in Hogsmeade alone, all of which are easily accessible early. As such, eyeball chests are an excellent way for players to quickly fill their pockets with galleons and are particularly useful if players find themselves lacking the funds to buy something from a Hogsmeade vendor. 1. Rescue fantastic beasts. Finding and rescuing fantastic beasts is an integral part of Hogwarts Legacy. As players progress through the main story, they'll gradually unlock different vivariums for the Room of Requirement, where they can care for magical beasts and obtain resources for upgrading gear in Hogwarts Legacy. However, players can also rescue magical beasts and pass them on to Ellie Peck, proprietor of Hogsmeade's Beast Supply Store brewed in Peck, in return for galleons. Ellie will reassure players that all the beasts brought to her will be treated well, so players don't need to worry about becoming poachers. Rescuing beasts to give to Ellie is one of the best ways to earn galleons quickly in Hogwarts Legacy, as Ellie will give players 120 galleons for each beast. Players can optimize their beast catching and effectively farm galleons by catching many smaller beasts, such as Hogwarts Legacy's adorable Nifflers, instead of trying to rescue rarer beasts, such as the Strauss or Graphorns. The easiest way to make some galleons from rescuing beasts is actually to catch puffskeins. These small fluffy creatures are very easy to catch, and several can be found at a den on the map above that's just off the road between Hogwarts and Hogsmeade. Players can easily rescue several puffskeins that they can pass on to Ellie to earn lots of galleons very quickly. Using some or all of these tips, players can quickly start making enough money to cover the cost of everything they need to purchase, whether it's seeds to grow Mallowsweet for Hogwarts Legacy's Merlin trials or Room of Requirement conjuration schematics. Money can often be an obstacle to player progression in Hogwarts Legacy, and having a steady supply of galleons will make players' journeys much smoother and stress-free. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and support my channel.